Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. In this one we're going to be reacting to The Expanse Season 2 Episode 9 called The Weeping Somnambulist. Somnambulist. So I really hope I've got that correct. But a recap?
So previously, the majority of the episode was centered around a botanist from Ganymede Station who he lost his daughter. And you basically find out that his daughter she might still be alive because she was taken away from the area of Ganymede Station that was completely obliterated by a Dr. Strickling.
An hour before it got taken out.
He's kind of like a fake. I wouldn't say he's a
geneticist, but he was sort of masquerading as a pediatrician.
Yeah. But also in that episode, we find out that there was an echo or like a scream of protomolecule on Ganymede as well. Naomi finds that out when she was able to kind of locate where the signal came from, because the other scientist was looking at another source after Eros had actually been crashed into Venus, and they figured out it came from Ganymede. So everything seems to point to Ganymede at the moment. There was a little skirmish as well where one of the factions tried to take over Tycho Station.
So idiotic. As soon as it's played out halfway through and it's like, okay, we're going to take control of the missiles, I was like, this guy ain't surviving. This guy's going to die straight away. And he did end up dying at the end. Yeah, he does end up dying at the end. Fred Johnson gives the Rocinante leave together with the botanist that we have that's looking for his daughter, May, to go to Ganymede, to obviously him looking for his daughter, but our heroes to look for the remaining
trace of protomolecule.
And I think that's as far as we've got. We didn't see any UN stuff or Christian stuff. So let's see what happens in this one. Season 2, Episode 9, The Weeping Somnambulist. I've got no idea what the hell that word is as well. Someone please explain to us what that is. Somnambulist. Somnambulist. I can't even try and tie it with something.
I can't even spell it. Okay. That's why you say the titles and I just...
You do the recaps. Okay, let's see what happens in this one. Season 2, Episode 9. Let's check it out. Weeping Somnambulist. Oh, I didn't even pronounce it correctly. Oh, that's a piss take.
Mars rains hell on Ganymede, and now they're treating us as if we were the criminals.
Settle down, please.
Martians?
Looks like Martians.
Or is it ours, guys?
Nah, Martians have red and the other ones have green.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to search the rest of the ship.
What are they looking for?
I don't know.
It's just food and medicine for Ganymede. We're not transporting any weapons.
There's no one else on board, I assure you.
We're gonna have to impound your ship.
That's outrageous.
Why?
No, enough is enough!
Whoa. They've got guns.
Melissa,
What? It's Holden.
I know you. I've seen your face all over Sirius Station.
But why are
James
they...
Holden.
Was that Amos? Yeah, I thought so. I knew it was his voice. What the hell are they doing?
Why are they...
Ooh, look at this.
The drop pod.
Is that the actual name for it?
No, it's a pod dropping from the sky. What would you call it? Like
a drop pod.
It's not a shuttle. It's not like,
Earth's gravity is hell on the Martian physique. You need to take 1 dose of each of these every day. And this is Osteo X, which is a rapid bone density enhancer.
Damn. The amount of shit they have to take.
This you left on your bunk.
Did she feel like she didn't deserve it?
Probably, but then they're kind of, for her, they're telling her what to do. So I think for her, she doesn't feel like it's.
So when you were there, did you see the ocean?
Briefly.
What was it like?
Dirty. And the stench was like a recycling vat.
Damn, that's one way to describe it. We like really messed it up.
Doesn't look like we have, but they're used to dirt, really, isn't it? So it's like.
Yeah, so this should be like gold dust.
Do not look up. The UN likes to fly a lot of drones around our compound, so maintain your dignity, stay strong.
Wow, that must be.
Blinding. Someone who's never stepped foot on Earth. Or, well, I mean, for all of them, really.
So much for the dignity element of it.
You know.
It must be so. It must be hard for them. Like
It
I
must
said,
be so
Earth's gravity is-
disoriented. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It must be nice to see what Mars could. It's because they're trying to terraform what it could be.
They haven't seen anything they didn't expect. I've been getting personal updates from Colonel Janice.
I wouldn't mind being in that loop.
I think one of us needs a clear head for peace to really get a chance.
Of course.
Not you.
Yeah.
We should get going.
I'll be with you in a moment.
You know she's going to play this proper. Like Aaron Rat's going to look like an idiot.
If that ship does find something on Venus, Aaron Wright is not going to tell you shit.
Yep.
That's why I have an inside man.
Yep. She's good at
A
playing
scientist,
chess
yeah.
too.
That scientist.
Arbogast. Arbogast. I mean, fucking hell. This episode's gonna fuck me over with the names.
I want a full status report when you're done.
Of course, Colonel Janus.
Yeah, you're mispronouncing that. He's Portuguese. The J's silent.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Earth and Mars are mobilizing for war as we speak. They have better weapons than we do, and Eros was one of them. You sleazed your way into this mission, determined to
I
justify
honestly
your
still
own-
believe that Mars created Eros.
He's thinking very logically, and I'm assuming if you didn't believe that there was extraterrestrial life, then you would also believe the same.
Venus orbit. I don't know why we didn't see this before.
They were waiting for us.
Yeah. Oh.
Why are you doing this?
Because we need a ship to get us on the Ganymede station.
Right.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
These supplies can save lives.
And they'll get where they're needed. I promise.
I don't believe you. Well, voila.
Damn.
My name is Praxidiki Meng. You don't know me, but I was a colleague.
Prax.
I was a friend of your cousin Doris. We worked together on Ganymede.
And she was spaced.
But she was badly injured in transit. And she died. I promise I'll never forget her.
Uh-oh. It's
I hope you
because
saved
they
the
have
recording.
they blocked transmissions. They probably blocked transmission, right?
Well, they wouldn't let him send any old signal. Just he's in like the guest quarters. Hang on, if this is like a child tracking thing, wouldn't they be able to see her elsewhere in the station?
I hope the strain of Earth's gravity hasn't been too much for you to bear.
Not at all. We trained extensively in 1G. It's like riding a bike.
With tires made of lead.
Here come the pleasantries.
The Secretary General would like to formally extend his greetings.
Prime Minister does the same.
Perhaps we should begin with a moment of silence for the lives lost on Ganymede.
It's important to remember the terrible cost of battle.
In victory or defeat,
That's a good thing to keep in mind.
you should spread it to your fleet.
All right. I think we all need drinks.
Yes.
Okay, it's getting a bit heated.
The reason we're here is to prevent a war. Let's start by remembering the fallen.
So the issue at hand is de-escalation. Let's get right to it.
What
That was
dickhead!
quick, innit?
What a cold-hearted bastard.
That was quick.
The Martians are not responding to any of our hails.
They're trying to scare us away.
No way they're going to open fire on us when they're in the middle of peace talks.
What exactly are you basing that on? The restraint they showed when they destroyed 7 of our ships over Ganymede? To all vessels in the area, This is the UNS Arbogast. We are an unarmed research vessel on a scientific mission. Any interference with our operations may be considered an act of war.
Who's in that ship?
In the Martian one? No idea.
Dr. Strickland pulled your daughter out of the clinic an hour before the battle started. If he's still on Ganymede and we find him, I believe we'll find your daughter.
What does she have to do with this proto-molecule you're after?
How do you know about that?
I told him.
Amos said everything. That's brilliant.
What could that have to do with May?
We don't know yet.
We're gonna do everything we can to find your daughter. What was Strickland treating her for?
She has a genetic disorder, Myers-Skeleton premature immunosensinosis.
What?
May developed a very serious spinal infection when she was 4 months old.
Okay.
She would have died if we'd been anywhere else, but Ganymede has a natural magnetosphere. The moment Dr. Strickland saw her, he knew exactly what was wrong. He gave her regular injections. He kept her
Oh.
alive.
We'll leave the Somnambulist once we dock, and then we'll intermingle with the locals.
And then?
And then we'll assess the situation and take it from there.
Your plan's always this vague?
Yeah.
You all must be very lucky. We've certainly had our fair share.
Yes, they are very, very, very lucky.
How are we supposed to get back?
Plan A is hitching a ride to an outgoing relief ship. Plan B.
That'd be me. I'm gonna tuck her behind one of those 71 cute little moons. Then I'll wait. So if anything goes south down there, y'all just holler. Cavalry will come running. I will quietly deorbit, no burn, hug the surface, and we will rendezvous at one of these service airlocks here.
He's the only one with a plan.
That's very precise.
Oh, yeah.
Which normally means that
Something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
If this show's taught us anything.
Sergeant Draper.
Sir, my fire team was assigned to patrol the MCRN Zone Bravo on Ganymede Station. We observed movements on the UN line approximately 2 kilometers distance. The UN Marines appeared to be charging our position.
So you're saying that we opened fire on you?
No, sir.
Okay.
We were out of contact with our ship and unable to confirm.
Training exercise?
It's possible. We also had lost contact with our unit.
We mistook a training exercise as an active engagement and opened fire without orders.
She said what they wanted her to say.
It was Private Richard Travis that fired the first shot.
He was born on Earth. His parents.
Oh no, that's not cool.
Man.
That's
That's
not
messed
cool.
up.
I love Christians. I love Christians. It's ticking. It's ticking.
Thinking,
Yeah.
But it is shitty on them to blame
Yeah,
someone
that's
who's
fuck-
dead
that's
who can't
fucked up.
defend themselves.
We can't change what happened, but we can move forward in the effort of peace.
She's gonna be fuming.
They didn't have to say all that crap about Travis. Why didn't you tell me they were going to say that?
Because I knew you'd react like
Travis was a good soldier. He died for Mars and you all just threw him into the goddamn crusher.
you did well in that, Gunny. The hard part.
I mean, you can see it from Mars's perspective, but still, like...
It's still a shitty thing to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I need her to have a conversation with Christian before she leaves.
She's really, like, not punishing herself with this, this...
Squeeze the arrogant dusters for everything you can get, of course.
With pleasure, sir.
This young man is a perfect scapegoat.
Well done, Christian.
Almost purpose-built.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, Christian. They know now that they can't win the war. So they let us stick them with the bill for Ganymede.
Yeah, boys.
I forgot how many guns they have on this ship.
I know. Is that that?
Why is the lasagna in, like, a maze? Why is it not...
I don't know.
Godspeed, cowboys. See you soon. Somnambulist out.
You're gonna get us all killed.
Thanks for the confidence.
Great pep talk. It's like...
We're going to need a statement from your government accepting responsibility.
You're not gonna get one.
I'd like to speak to Sergeant Draper again. I have a few questions. Just little things I need her to clarify. I want to speak with Sergeant Draper. Now.
That's right, put your foot down.
An entire nation dedicated to a common goal. To turn a lifeless rock into a garden. A dear friend told me that he died.
Killed. He was killed.
Well, he killed himself.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, she might have had something to do with that, but
In this building, it's easy to forget.
With all due respect, madam, where are you going with this?
Let her fucking talk.
Travis's parents, they believed in your dream. They gave up everything to go to Mars. Were other Martians prejudiced against him for being from Earth?
yes.
Yes.
Do you really believe that after all that sacrifice and all his training, the training that made him, as you said, one of your
She's
best
gonna break her.
soldiers,
Yeah, they're getting uneasy now, isn't it?
did he panic?
I don't know. He
Then why did he fire?
well,
What was the reason?
The Martian's gonna cut this short.
Yeah.
he was trying to kill the enemy. I didn't even know what it was. Nobody did. He wasn't wearing a vac suit.
Sergeant Draper.
There it is.
Oh,
There it
there's
is.
the info.
Whoever the fuck you are, stand down and let her speak.
I fucking love her, man.
The cat's out the bag now. Just speak.
Do as you've been instructed, Sergeant.
Do it. Say it.
It was Travis. He panicked.
She knows that's bullshit.
Thank you, Sergeant. That will be all.
Did you see Aaron Wright's face? It was like, fuck, 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 fuck.
See, when Christian gets like that, then you can't say anything to her because she's very just about everything.
Very forthright.
Well, it's just a bit of science history. It's the Drake equation.
That's not an equation. That's just a big fat guess.
It suggests there are over 36 million advanced civilizations out there. Those things that we're looking for out there, those things might be signals.
Or maybe all those other civilizations are gone.
That's a mad equation when you think about it.
What the fuck is that?
It's a crater. The impact crater.
Life in an environment that melts lead. It should be impossible.
Eros changes everything.
It's a
Just
life.
like a soldier on Ganymede without a suit.
I like that she's held on to that.
Yeah.
Is
Eros.
Eros
She's not gonna let go.
Eros like terraforming Venus?
I don't know.
Oh, look at those!
Oh,
look at
that's
those
sick.
flight skills, man.
Just fall asleep, mate.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do now. Yeah.
We land, local muscle will come on board. Take 10% of our cargo. It's perfectly normal. Business as usual.
We'll be out the door as soon as we land. Good.
Let's hope nothing goes wrong here. It's very simple. Easy, Amos.
They didn't even flinch.
Agreement was 10%. Take 20.
This time, we're taking all of the cargo.
That's
Oh,
fucked up.
dickheads.
We being somnambulists.
All right, we have a deal.
Oh, they're taking the whole ship.
Well, that was easy. Now you don't have to give your ship or 10%.
But you have to space some bodies.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, you have to do that. What happened?
They were gonna kill you. We had
Oh,
to
shit, they killed him.
Sorry.
Did we hit? We, as in Holden and Amos didn't hit him, right?
I don't think they killed him, but obviously he got killed in the
crossfire, yeah.
Yeah.
Go! Or I'll call the harbor master, or the Martians, or whoever it takes to make you leave!
Yeah, just leave. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can say. Holden's going to be feeling this one for a while.
Well, at least he killed someone.
I mean...
Not this guy, but at least he shot someone.
But the fact that it happened, he's going to hold the weight of
good
the
well.
world on his shoulders.
Yeah.
And
Like I
that's
said,
the
it's-
end of the episode.
It's because they commandeered it for their own
What?
advantage.
Yeah, but not for
No,
any,
it's-
it
it's-
wasn't
it's in-
for any selfish need or anything like that.
No. He's gonna feel bad about it, obviously, because it's an innocent person got killed.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And we did say
But he'll
this-
feel guilty for a very long time when he should be, unless it was one of them two that shot him.
I don't think it was. The way I think where the other guy was when they were shooting. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think if we, I don't know. Not too. I don't. Now you're making me think.
Because the camera angles were switching so quickly, I couldn't tell who was shooting who. I knew, like the bad guys were dying, but I didn't know who shot him. But even if it wasn't these guys, even if Holden and Amos didn't shoot him, Holden's still gonna feel very bad about it for a very long time, unnecessarily too long. Until Naomi or Amos or Alex or whatever says, shake out of it, we've got to do stuff here, got to save the world. The best bit of this entire episode was Christian. I mean, fucking hell.
Is this the first time where we've seen her be very aggressive? Because normally she's in between the lines aggressive, but here she's outright like fuck.
Yeah, was that moment in, I don't know if it was the last one, no, can't be the last one, the one before when she's talking to Ehrenreich about his relationship with Jules Pierre. And he's like, oh, can you get in touch with him? And he's like, oh, he's got kids.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, get in touch with them and let them
kill
know.
it,
Because
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. She's losing her cool a little bit last two
I
episodes.
kind of like it. I like the "don't fuck with me" attitude, but she doesn't. She doesn't use it all the time. She only uses it when someone's obstructing her path.
I think the thing is with her, she
needs.
knows if she knows she's in control of a certain situation and she has the right to talk or she has the right to the information, then she will not back down from it. And I think she knew that the Travis thing was a bit far-fetched. We weren't expecting that, which is pretty fucked up.
Well, it's not that it's far-fetched. It's perfectly believable. But the fact that it was too believable, it's the perfect scapegoat, she said. But I also think that it's not, like, in terms of her being, like, really pissed off or, like, having that "don't mess with me" attitude. It's specifically when someone's getting in the way of not what information she wants, but if she feels something's wrong and someone's getting in the way of her trying to figure out whatever's right. She'll apply pressure. That whole
I think
thing
it's also, I think the beauty of her line of questioning there was it was a story. It wasn't tell me this. It was she's basically trying to get at if Travis was if his parents sacrificed everything and then he sacrificed everything, why would he then turn all of a sudden? And it was like she's that's why the guy was getting pissed off and the beauty of how that beginning bit of about is he a model soldier, so he's good, so he knows what he's doing, so he's not going to make a mistake, so why did he make a mistake then if you said that was brilliant. I hope Gunny, or I think we should call her Bubby, I hope she doesn't get reprimanded for losing or giving that piece of information, which Christian's obviously going to have in the back of her mind now all the time, the fact that there was someone on there without a suit. Yeah. It's the way she said it when she was standing in the window. It's just brilliant. It's just like, no, it is.
I think that's
the Venus thing was interesting as well. The bit when I didn't quite understand fully what it was, because it was like they found the crater, but then are they saying that they said something about biological life, and I was like, but how does that work? Surely if a rock hits a planet, it's just.
Does Venus have any? It's not. I was going to say it's not lifeless. It is lifeless.
Yeah.
There's no form of energy it can absorb, the protomolecule. Like, if, let's just say, the blast didn't devastate all of it, demolish or destroy all of it, or didn't vaporize all of it, there's some left. Is there anything on Venus it can latch onto in terms of an energy source to survive? Because that's what it seems like's happened here.
But it's too close to the sun. That close, anything would just vaporize, no?
It's also a form of... I mean, no, because otherwise Venus would vaporize. We don't know what it can survive and what temperatures it can and cannot survive, and we do know it requires energy. Being closer to the sun would mean it has. I'm chatting absolute bollocks here. Closer to the sun means it's got more energy for it to do whatever it's got to do because it's closer. If it can survive the temperature, it has an abundant amount of
it has
energy.
a heat source.
Heat source, yeah.
Which is interesting.
But I'm chatting shit, so we won't. So ignore me. But great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of this episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.